in my kitchen. Even though they talking down on my name, I keep looking at them through Louis V brain. I can't complain. Even though I took some L's in this game, at least I wasn't on the corner begging for change. I can't complain. They said I would never survive in this game. Now I pay $7,000 fly in this plane. I can't complain. 4 years of college tuition in this thing. I can see from City, Texas with the diamonds in this thing. LL dead, Emo dead, Jody dead too. Everybody dead. I wonder why.
Ooh, don't get me started. I was getting pumped. Good Lord. Oh, yeah. You're in for it tonight. I'm Raiders! All day, every day, and especially after a loss. Let's go. Oh, really? We can go. Tommy, whenever I say earmuffs, you cover them up, young man. If I say earmuffs, Tommy, you cover them up. Often imitated, never duplicated. That fool with no hair, that shouts like Rick. Woo! What? Woo. Woo. The R8RBEAR! R8RBEAR! I hope you're ready for the home opener because I'm going to be there. I'm going to let it rip. You know we're going to win that game. Bringing little R8RBEAR family karma with me. For real though. All right, fam. What's up? Welcome to the show. But first and foremost, I would like to welcome everyone tonight and ask everyone to walk back from the ledge slowly. Just walk back from the ledge slowly. Yes, Anna Diaz Rincon. I was fine. I was just up to more shenanigans tonight than normal. I started a little early to throw off the medal round and give other people an opportunity to win the gold. Speaking of which, Tradish! R8RBEAR Live. First comment. Woo! MVP tonight goes to Bobby R8RBEAR Ware. And that is exactly what I wanted. Someone to sneak in there and steal one. And what better a guy? That's my guy right there, Bobby Ware. Second place, my silver medal, Lucky Pace, who I met in person in Texas. Cool guy, real mellow. I like him. Third place, my bronze medal goes to Rodney Fuller. Rod, sup, man? All these years we've known each other, I felt like I could call you Rod. Don't be mad at me. It's just a joke. Well, sort of. I do want to call you Rod. YouTube. Ramiro. Woo! Cashflow Castro. One of my favorite nicknames I've ever given out on this show. It's my guy right there. Second place, YouTube, silver medal, Scotty Lutz. Scotty, sup, man? I expect a good comment or two. I'm going to look for you. Third place, my bronze medal on YouTube, Paul Summers. Paul, sup? I don't have a nickname for you yet. That's a tough one. I'm just kidding. I'll try. If you come back, if you keep watching the show, I'll get a good nickname for you. All right. Ooh, Paul. A month or summers? I don't have it yet. So what's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. I would like to get out a few ground rules. First, all of you that threw your beer at your television, raise your right hand. Anyone else that has a Mark Davis doll? Oh, I was clutching mine pretty hard there. I was getting awful upset. Welcome to the show, everybody. Bob Stander. Welcome to the show, my good friend Moses Ruiz. I love that. What's up, brother? Welcome to the show. What's up? Probably watching me on both. Tommy, you remember, if I shout earmuffs, Tommy, I might lose control tonight. If I shout earmuffs, you cover up those little goodies right away. No, I am serious. Ellis Irving, what's up? Welcome to the show. Dustin. Hey. Oh, and Anna Diaz Rincon, my first supporter ever. So consider a subscription to R8RBEAR family page. It's just $5 a month. You can cancel at any time, but you won't want to because you'll realize that we do an incredible job all over the world with $5. It's basically $60 in a year. Think of it like you blew $60 on a pair of jeans. And the R8RBEAR and Mama Bear give it to St. Jude's and early onset cancer research for children. We also work with Punks for Autism. That's like everywhere now. And they have exclusive art t-shirts of tattoo designs that you can't get anywhere else. It's pretty dope. And there was artists that came like all over the world and they met for that function to make these shirts to raise awareness for Punks for Autism. It's pretty cool. One of the coolest things I've ever been a part of. Anyway, my brother is one of the main people who runs it. He's pretty cool. Just tell him R8RBEAR, he'll talk about me. He loves his boy. Travis Kelly, what's up? New Chandler Jones accusing Mark Davis. Yeah. Okay. You asked, I'm gonna talk about it. Let's just go. David Pell-Cliver, what's up, brother? Guy Hodge, good to see you, man. David Pell-Cliver. Wait. Tonight on auction, the contributor of the most stars tonight, I'm gonna give away 2 patches and this sweet Raiders #1 flag. And look at the bottom. Oh, that's right. They don't make these anymore, buddy. Okay, you get one of these ones that's got the original Oakland on it. You're out there balling. Okay. And the patches I throw in with that won't suck. I promise. It won't be some like little thing. No, I don't do you guys like that. Okay, let's answer that. So Chandler Jones has gotten into a back and forth with Mark Davis. Now, we still don't really know why. It seems like he's saying that the Raiders froze him out of the stadium and that they froze him out of the gym. And they did this to him because he stumbled across something that Mark Davis, when he realized Chandler Jones knew about it, he blue blocked him off of the Raiders. Okay, so Tommy, don't ask what blue block is. So he, did this to Mark Davis. Okay, so now let me explain. Travis Kelly, I appreciate you, brother. I'm not mad at you at all. It might seem like it in how I answer this, but it's cool. Okay, here's the main part of it. It's stupid, and I don't care. And for every other Raider fan that would like to see someone come out of the smoke, out of the darkness, walk through all that anger and grab you and say, Raider Nation, R8RBEAR, how you doing? You doing good? Okay. Listen, calm down. This is not a big deal. Here's why. Chandler Jones is going to accuse Mark Davis of what he has. Mark Davis is going to put out a statement that sounds like it was written by some Harvard graduate, and it will say, I deny these things. I did not say those things. And we're so concerned about Chandler Jones' mental stability because we think he might, have some problems up there. We sent an emergency team to his house, where he was writing on his mirror in his bathroom, and then we get this. You know what I mean? Sexual assault claims. And he's defaming his coach, his owner, so they're going to probably void his contract if they can. And he's, he tells people he's already made $100 million. So he doesn't care about the money. Well, then why'd you say it then? Because we're never going to be able to substantiate any of it. All this is doing is ruining our season. That's it. And I would argue that some of the bad play we saw this last Sunday is attributed to that. These guys know Chandler Jones. They're friends with him. He's their teammate. They talk. So he has probably told the players all about this. In fact, I would venture to point out that he probably told them about this in part so that they would be prepared for the press when the onslaught of press comes on. Do you believe this, Davante Adams? Are you going to stay with the Raiders? Can you deal with all this drama? Can I get a quote? That's what it looks like. It sounds like. But you just got to move on because what are we going to do? I mean, really, be honest. What are we supposed to do? I mean, we don't know if it's true. One side's going to deny it. The other side's going to say, let's do it. They may or may not go to court. And in a couple months, we won't even be thinking about this. You know what I'm saying? It's just, this is stupid. It's just stupid. It feels like a Facebook, Instagram beef being played out in front of us. It's ridiculous. Now, I mean, if what he's saying Mark Davis did is true, I mean, that's terrible. But I mean, do we really know why Mark Davis would keep that kind of secret? Maybe he was working with the police. Maybe he knows who did it and he has the police watching him now. He may have ruined that whole, stakeout on trying to get this sexual predator, whoever he is, blah, blah, allegedly, But I want to just be the first Raider fan to reach out to all my fellow Raider fans, pull you in and just say, it's okay. Let this go. We're 1-1. It's not that big a deal. We got to bring it down a little bit. Look, our players probably got a little bit shocked knowing that Chandler Jones was going to say all this stuff on the road, facing this Bills team. And the Bills team were trying to get their run together. They just came off a loss. We all know how that's motivating, but they're not just a normal team. They're a playoff team that got motivated that way. And so we were the meat, on the hook in front of them. If it wasn't us, it would have been any other team that went through the exact same locker room. They would have went out there and Buffalo would have mowed them down just like they did us. We just didn't play well, plain and simple. I mean, the defense was not that bad, I didn't think. It was just that they were out there for too many snaps. Any defense you put out there for that many snaps, you're done. You know what I mean? You're done. I forget what the exact numbers were, but it was like 30 plus snaps to our 13. It was ridiculous. And they ran clock on us. They ran yardage. They played a short game and then stopped our drives. Is that bad play calling on Josh McDaniels' part? Is it a combination of that and the team being in shock? Because I would be willing to bet you my page that a lot of those guys in the locker room knew this was coming today. Davante Adams keeps getting nicked up. Everyone around the league's already talking about who's going to make the mid-year run. Dallas Cowboys, Niners, Eagles, whoever. Are they going to reach out wanting to get Davante Adams and Josh McDaniel, not caring what it's going to do to our franchise or our fans? Maybe he pulls the trigger when he sees, it's not working. Got to go with someone younger. Because we're going young with the quarterback. Maybe Aiden O'Connell comes in soon. Because, I mean, come on. Garoppolo got knocked around in that last game. He's probably going to get knocked around this next game. It's not saying we can't win. We just saw Pittsburgh play terrible. So maybe they'll come down and, we'll play bad football together and hopefully we come out of the mud in that pig fight. Hey, look, I've already chewed out one guy today about Raider Nation. He saw me. I had my hat on. I was going like this, Raider Nation, the guy at the register, because he had on a little lanyard. It was the Raiders kind of one. And the guy right in front of me, he said, man, did you see how they played though? I said, yeah. And I'm still a fan. I love doing that because he was a punk. He was like 4 foot nothing, 100 and nothing, talking to me about fandom. What's the matter with you? You don't know who I am? You obviously didn't. Hey, I'm not mad. I'm really not mad. It's not that. It's just, I feel this energy. I want to burst on everybody and put foots in them. But, I love you guys. I don't want to put foots in people, but Raider Nation. A loss is a loss. Okay. We lost. They're a very good team and we lost. It's not that big a deal. It's 1-1. We can't keep going back and forth. If Jimmy throws for 300 yards in the next game and 2 touchdowns and Jacobs runs in one, everyone's going to be going nuts again. We'll be 2-1. You know what I mean? And we have a legitimate opportunity to do this. We're going home for the Steelers. We're going to show up, man. So I'm ready. All right. Pete Vasquez, what's up? Welcome to the show. John LaJoy, I see you there. What's up, brother? Mike Henderson. Yeah, Anna, honestly, Anna, I don't mind talking about it. I really don't. But at the same time, I don't like talking about it because it's not football. And so it doesn't really matter. I could go and dig right now and get more scoop and get you exact phrases from Chandler Jones. I have it on my phone. I was reading it before the show. but I just don't like it. It's not football. You know what I mean? It's just not football. If it was a rape accusation or a battery accusation, like you hit someone coming out of a bar or something like that, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not in this for their personal lives. See, that kind of thought process has changed to that because there's so much social media presence that even the players now, multitudes, have podcasts of their own. You know, they're not any good. I'm being serious. If you watch a lot of these guys, man, it's just a yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, yeah, you know it. That's my boy. Okay, cool. Like, wait a minute, what? I don't know half of what they're saying. Reyes Antonio, what's up? Welcome to the show. I hope the Steelers pull off this win tonight. I hate facing a team after a loss. Well, we got to get over that, Travis. If we're going to be any good, we got to get over that. We, as Raider fans, I don't want to think like that. I still want to see us try to push for 10 wins. There's no reason why we can't. We could make a trade. We could bring someone up and just get fire under his butt. We tried with Isaac Rochelle. I was so excited to see that. You know, we got Isaac Rochelle out there on the field for some plays, and it wasn't bad. You know what I mean? He did some good things. I just like that kid. Juan Alfonso, what's up? Welcome to the show. You know, Juan, I feel the same, to be honest with you. I do. I just don't understand what his point is. He looks like a rat now. I mean, he just does. You're never gonna, you know, you can never have some secret spoken around Chandler Jones, especially when he's willing to go head to head with a millionaire. You know, just you and I, he'll just spit it all out. And over what? None of this is football. It's a distraction. And now looking back at how the Bills were dismantling us, I would be willing to bet you. Give it a few more days. I'll probably get it. But give it a few more days and we'll find out that Chandler Jones told half the team what he was going to do. And they all started talking about it and it just killed our rhythm because they don't want it to be about that. It's supposed to be about football. Juan Alfonso, I can't make any argument for saving Patrick Graham's job right now. I just can't. I would if I could, but I can't. I'm not necessarily with you, but, you know. I think trying to overhaul that right now would be too hard. Sup, my bear? No, but I could use this, though. You broke in right when I was about to start firing off. Yeah, it looks great. I know you're a barber and you're a salon person. He's pretty good. They did him like they did Carr. Michael Johnson, you know, not only, you know, is that business, but it's juvenile to do this. Derek Carr looks stupid. All that stuff he was saying, all that stuff his brother was saying, oh, we're going to release the secret info on our next podcast, really tell you the guts, and then they said nothing. And then they literally said nothing. Okay. Oh, well, Mark Davis is a poopy head. No. Okay. With that, you know, stop cussing, Pat. I was going to say Pat Sajak, you know, but like he was being interviewed, but it was so stupid. It was just stupid. Okay, Jim Vanderland, I appreciate that. Corinna, woo, true. Hello. Hi, love. Welcome to the show. We always have some damn drama. When's it going to end, Bear? Well, the problem is, and some fans say this, I just happen to agree with it. The team rots from the top down. So as long as Mark Davis is the owner, and we just have to buckle up because he's going to be the owner. He's done things to solidify his platform and his portfolio. So he makes so much money now that you said down there. He makes so much money now that, you know, there's just no chance. And now, without further ado, I would like to introduce to you that woman that needs no introduction, but has one of the best in the business, that red-headed lady of rage. Woo! Oh, look, even my dog's excited. Woo! The Mama Bear! Ah! Now get out. You're distracting all the men. What's up, champ? You good-looking devil. Yes, just a good-looking boys. Daddy's boys. All right, beat it. You're getting too much airtime. Beat it. It rots from the top down, and Mark Davis is not giving up this team. When he brought in Tom Brady, that was to help him with bank and financial issues. He didn't care how we felt about it. What he saw was an opportunity to get the winningest quarterback of all time under our platform, under our logo and name. Now, it's been released that Tom Brady hasn't actually finalized the deal, which is kind of irritating because they were acting like the deal's been done for weeks and months. And now, oh, well, he might not kind of, sort of. I mean, what is this? Get on a jet, fly to Vegas, sign the flipping thing, or don't. We're good either way. We want your money and your little Barbie Ken doll face. And we like seeing your little girlfriend scandals. What a putz. Who gets involved in all that? Who has all these millions and loses his wife at our age? I mean, come on. That's a whole nother show for another day. I could do a whole show on number 12, but I'm not going to. Pete Vasquez, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. Tony, make it dip. Anthony Contreras said, Raiders Bear, hope you and the family are doing well. I appreciate that, brother. I remember you saying, let's not blame the defense, if I'm correct. When you offense can't score, that makes for a long day. Raiders till I die. That's right, brother. Welcome to the show, and I appreciate that, Cardinal. But I would say this. It was hard to watch. We went in there thinking we had a good chance. We felt like we're a pretty good football team. You know what I mean? I feel like the 1-point win against Denver didn't really speak to the truth of how well we beat them. We beat them well. It was a 1-point win, but we beat them in almost every phase. So see, to me, that showed a good football team. To me, that was the real reason why NFL fans, the nation, were in love with what we saw against Denver. You know what I mean? It was a 1-point game, but it was doggone hard football. Bear, what happened in your game with the lost? Wow. Defense is looking good. Okay. Yeah. John LaJoy, don't kick men when they're down. Okay. Chris Robinson, what's up? 39 snaps to 13. That's right. That was the number, 39 to 13. I mean, how can you expect an offense that gets 13 snaps? Now the defense is supposed to hold up for them. They were on the bench sucking oxygen and taking a deep breath and checking their knee, and Garoppolo's already trotting off the field. It was that bad. It really was. It was that bad. Tremaine Henson, what's up? Giants D was out there as much as the Raiders D. Yeah. Steven Shaw, what's up? Welcome to the show. Devontae Adams cleared concussion protocol today. Finally, some good news. Yeah, Travis, it is good news, but at the same time, are we going to utilize him? I mean, we only saw Jimmy Garoppolo go down the field with any sort of debt a couple times, and one of them looked real bad, and the other one was an interception, but one just flew out of bounds, if I'm not mistaken. Concerning Adams, I'd rather article today that says that Jimmy G's throws hospital balls. Cody Palmer. Yo. Troy Gill, win or lose, Raider life. We got you guys. We don't have to do this. You guys have already written it. Fine, I'm going to read them, but we don't have to do this. None of us are going anywhere. I get it. But as far as the whole Chandler Jones thing, I'm not feeling it. I realize there may be more people who want to talk about it. I'm just going to put this into it. I feel like what I said is enough, but I'll say a little bit more because I can see I have people coming in and going out. But the God's honest truth is Chandler Jones is saying what he's saying, that Mark Davis is somehow hiding someone and there's a sexual assault charge or the charge is on Mark Davis and someone knows about it and he's trying to make it go away. We don't really know. Chandler Jones was being vague and going back and forth. The way I originally heard it was Chandler Jones is saying that Mark Davis knows who the person is that assaulted a young girl either on our team or on another team and someone's player and their daughter. And there's no way we're ever going to really know. We're never going to really know the answer to this. There's never going to be any point where Mark Davis is going to go, okay, yeah, I want to say he's right. I mean, come on. You know what I mean? And, no judge is going to admonish him and tell him to say it. You know what I mean? Because even the judge won't know. Is it true or not? We don't know. Both sides. One says it is and one says it isn't. What do you want? That's all I got. I don't want to do anything else because it's garbage. And it distracted our team, in my opinion. And I feel like that's why we looked so pedestrian the other day. Bennett, by the way, how many of you remember me say to you, Tyree Wilson, how many of you remember me saying about our number 1 draft pick that he has no bend? How many of you remember me saying that? I said he has no bend. I'm concerned because he's not flexible. He's just a big man that goes Hulk smash. But there are huge offensive linemen in the league that don't care. They can handle his smash. They can handle his power. So I never really liked the fact that we brought in a kid that he has no flexibility. He has, you know what I mean? All he has is Hulk smash, and that's good, I guess, to play the run once in a while and things like that. But outside of that, it's like we brought in that last guy again, all over again. It's driving me crazy. Jojo Rios, Bear, are you going to the Monday night game against the Packers? My brother and I are going. Oh, no, I'm not, bro. I think the only one I've got scheduled right now is the home opener. And I didn't even know I was going to that. It's just an old friend of mine reached out, and so I'm going to go. Let's talk football. What do we change for the next game? Well, Ramiro, we got to figure out what's going on with Renfro, because they put him out on the field to showcase him. They were doing that last year, but they couldn't get him back on the field. So I think the team, whoever they might have been trying to negotiate with, was basically hemming and hawing about the deal. So maybe they put Hunter Renfro out there just long enough for him to say, hey, I'm fine. I can run. I can catch, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Whoa, I'm just playing with it because it was out of phase. No, no, don't do that. No, don't do that. No, don't do that. No, go on. No, don't do it. Linda, Mama Bear, go on. Go on. You got to keep Mark Davis Raider Bear secrets. Don't go ratting on a bear, okay? Don't be like Chandler Jones, okay? Keep it crispy. Get her, boys. Okay. R8RBEAR! Sound check 1 2 1 2. No, I'm not gonna do it twice. Just calm down. R8RBEAR! Everyone's dog just ran. Everyone's baby woke up. Turn it down. If you're laying next to your loved one and they have to be up somewhere around 7 or 8 in the morning tomorrow, look what you're doing. Okay. You're letting a jackwagon completely ruin their sleep. Turn the volume down. I'm going to do it again. No, I'm not. JC Cruz. Okay, Mama Bear fixed it. But you need to start over, bro. JC Cruz, you're killing me. All right, it might have been Mama Bear that had to come in and fix it for me. You know, there should be no shame in that. No, you get out. I'm yelling at you like you're one of the dogs. Shut up. I don't know what you're talking about. He's just guessing. Okay, I fixed it. I did. I fixed it. Thank you, Bear, for playing with Bear's mic and getting back to stuff. Everybody's thanking you. Hey, look, okay, so I'm not tech savvy. All of you need to knock it off, okay? You're making me feel like I'm reliving that Sunday game all over again. Putting butts in ya, okay? No, I'm not doing a replay, Oso. No, in fact, you see, you ought to be happy. I did start my show a couple minutes early. I did. I was rolling laughing with tears on the comments. Oso had some good ones. Yeah, Oso's a little bit loose. He's a little bit loose. He's missing when he bought the 6-pack from the store, it only had 4 in it. You know what I'm saying? I love that guy. Oh, let's see. What did we miss? Please bring us up to speed. That's messed up. Okay. You know, why is it I'm being dangled like a humor pinata by Raider Nation all of a sudden? How did I give you guys this relationship with me? Okay. No, not a good pinata. Okay. I'm too thin for all that. You don't get a little bit of candy. And that's it. Linda. Oso Raider said thank you. Shut up, Oso Raider. I have to like him. He's a bear like me. No. You don't have to come in here and acknowledge it.
We'll talk all about it on Friday.
I'm not going now. I'm going to stay home and watch it on pay-per-view. F this. Free patches for Herbody Bear or we riot. According to the low audio, you are sending out free bear patches and buying breakfast in Vegas. Wow, these are good, you guys. According to the law, wait, I heard free breakfast Saturday and patches. What? I thought the Lord took my hearing. Yeah, well, Yeah, what are you going to do? Yes, John LaJoy, I'm glad your Niners are just, whoa, so good right now. And we're down here in the basement looking up at you, but that's all right. It's early, 1-1. You know what I mean? Real Raider fans, keep the faith. You know what I mean? I'm keeping that. See that ledge? I backed off already. Okay. I'm back to the show. According to, no, that's you guys still having fun. Okay. So I'm sorry. I will start over. So basically all I was saying was, and I don't know exactly where I lost you guys. But I was just saying the Chandler Jones thing. I'm not interested. And it's not because it's salacious and has sexual connotations. I don't care about that kind of stuff. I can talk about that in a family matter and still allow the grandmothers and the kids who watch my show religiously, excuse me. I'm not going to fake that one. Okay. I burped a little bit there. I did. And, I'm human. Not like these other clowns doing shows. I can't stand all these other guys doing shows right now. They're all getting pissed with Raider Nation. All they do is come on and they go, I'm getting really excited. I'm getting tired of Josh McDaniels. Oh my God, Raider Nation. I mean, come on, man. You can't keep spinning flavor of the week. You know what I mean? And get on with fans and be like, oh, we're spread out of this and that. Dude, we played 2 games. You know what I mean? We've played 2 games. And one of them, the one we lost, was of a team that most people think could go to the Super Bowl the last 2 or 3 years. We're supposed to hold our head low because of that? They're a Super Bowl contender. That's just facts. You know what I mean? Yeah, did our defense make mistakes? Sure. Did Josh Jacobs run well? No. But it's 1 game. It's just 1 game. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, I mean, if you really look at the numbers, 33, 39, some odd snaps to 13, they did to us what we did to the Broncos. We ran the ball, we controlled the pace, we threw short back and forth, and then beat them when we were in the red zone, you know? And they just did the same thing, but to us. That's all. Michael Guerrero, what's up? Mama Bear to the rescue. Okay, okay. I've just about heard enough of that. Okay. Reyes Antonio, Mama Bear for the win. Really? You know she's gonna read all of this, right? No, you shut up and go back to making dinner and being barefoot and pregnant. Harumph, testosterone and stuff. Bro, we didn't hear the last 10 minutes of the show. Yeah, I know. Okay, I know. Mama Bear fixed it. Now I can hear what was it you were saying about my comment, Bear, because it was muted when I saw the comment on the live. What was happening, and I was saying is I liked your comment, and I like the fact that you were just speaking straight and telling Raider Nation what's up, because that's what I try to do. I'm not going to go too high or too low. It's week 2. We'll probably have another loss like this in week 6 or week 7, something like that. Who knows? You know, so I'm going to start wetting the bed now. No, you know, it's 2 games, and one of them was against a playoff contender. Okay, Mama Bear fixed it. Bear, you need to start over, bro. Stephen Rose, what's up? Welcome to the show. Josh Russell, what's up, man? Tori Carpenter Evans. Okay, good. Now my dog ran up star. Nice. No. You guys stop it. Can you run it 20 minutes back? Well, honestly, I was just talking about that Chandler Jones stuff, and I'm just, I'm not feeling it. You know, they're just going to accuse each other, back and forth, and no one's going to admit anything. And then it may or may not go to court. By the time it does go to court, it'll probably be a year, maybe 2 that passes. So it won't be in the news at all unless Chandler Jones keeps trying to keep it in the news. And you can only do so much of that if when you hit the ball at your enemy, they don't hit it back. See, Mark Davis will hit the ball back because he's been accused of something, so he has to respond. He's been accused of something salacious, so he has to respond. He may have already. I just haven't seen his comment yet, but I don't think he has. Now, having said that, Chandler Jones is in a lose-lose situation. Now he looks like a rat. He's probably going to have to retire. If he makes it in the NFL, back in the NFL with another team, I would be surprised. I mean, really surprised. There's just a girth of guys that can play defensive end. And more importantly, after like a year he had last year, you could argue that he lost a step. Now, I'm not suddenly become a Chandler Jones hater. I want to make that clear. I'm just being straight. He, at his age and having one of the worst years of his career, is that sort of culminating into some of this stuff we're hearing? Could it be CTE, or could he be completely clean and Mark Davis is just being a jerk and trying to keep him out because of what Chandler Jones is saying, which I just don't believe, guys. I don't believe that. I just want to make it clear because I've got time, but I know I haven't really said that yet. So if I didn't say it, let me say it with clarity. I don't think what he's saying about Mark Davis is true. I just don't. I just don't. He says he has proof and all that. I haven't seen it. All I've read is him talking back and forth with reporters and saying, I'm going to let people know this, you know what I mean? And that's it. But he said he had text messages and screenshots and all that stuff. Well, I still haven't seen that. You would think if he had a bombshell like that, you'd launch it. What's to hold on to now? You can't, we're not tiptoeing in the water now. You've jumped in. Mark Davis is going to countersue, for slander and all this other stuff. But this is just a no-win situation. I mean, and Chandler Jones, I mean, I guess he's still a fairly young guy because this is just a stupid move business-wise. It's a stupid move. If he didn't want to retire, he just did. Because if you think any NFL owner is going to let him in their locker room after doing this, think about that. They're just not going to want to take the risk with a guy that's old, that you have to give up a roster spot to, and you have no idea how he's going to play, and he's going to want a lot of money. So effectively, Chandler Jones ended his own career, and I guarantee you he doesn't see that. I guarantee you he doesn't see that. Now, maybe his agent told him, but he's not acting like it, or he's just resolved to the fact that he's going to finish his career like this, with scandal all over him, and Mark Davis calling him a liar, and probably sues him. And if he can't produce some reason to prove that he had a right to feel that way and say those things about Mark Davis, Mark will win. He said himself, Chandler Jones said himself, he's earned $100 million over the lifetime of his career in football, where you're going to end up spending a lot of it giving it back to Mark Davis, bro. Because he doesn't have to prove anything. You do. That's the problem. Or you pay those slander costs, and it'll be millions. Mark Davis will probably get petty and try to get all of his contract back. I would if it wasn't true. That's the first thing I would do. He said, what? I want all that 50 plus million back. Every penny. Every penny. Michael Foster, I'm trying. Let me see. Thank you, Ma Bear, for playing the Bears mic and getting it back. Oh, man. Put my comment back up. We are hear you now. Oh, crazy. Mama Bear for the save and MVP on the show. I missed you saying hello to Ma Bear. Yeah, I know. Troy Gill, what's up? Welcome to the show. No one's earbuds were broken. I was rolling laughing with tears on the comments. All right. I mean, okay, it was funny. It was funny, but only on Raider Bear Live. Just remember that. Subscribe to Raider Bear Live, because you never know what you're going to see and get to laugh at the host. Because I still have foo bars and accidents and stuff that happens. Not like these guys who pre-record their show with sponsors and perfect lighting and then cut and it's finished and they don't address their fans, other than to bitch at them. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. I'm going to read it, Tony Carpenter. I see you one more time. Hang on. Bear lost sound during reading my comment about the team acting asleep when Al Davis used to get on the plane after a loss. That was hilarious, wasn't it? Yeah. To be honest with you, the train ride, the plane flight back, Mark Davis isn't that kind of owner. He just isn't. He's never been that kind of owner. He doesn't go and breathe, fire and try to get the team to play better or threaten Josh. He just doesn't do that. He may do it to Josh McDaniels, and his GM, but that's it. Not the players. He's not. That's one thing I can say about Mark Davis. He won't like slander Chandler Jones back. I guarantee it. He could come out right now and say, "Oh, I think Chandler has CTE, and he's probably going crazy." Blah 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 blah. I actually don't think they're going to play that card. I think they might have intended to originally, but now that Chandler Jones has put such a bright spotlight on it, they'll probably reverse course and do this another way for PR reasons. You know what I'm saying? Okay, any man that stands up for sexual assault is okay. I think you meant to say isn't okay. Let me read this all, though. Tony Carpenter Evans, great profile picture. Any man that stands up for sexual assault isn't okay with me. I have a zero tolerance. I don't think we have put his career on the line if there wasn't any truth to his accusations. Time will tell. Tony, well, but you can lean on the fact, though, that he's made so much money. And maybe he's taking it personally that the Raiders are going to let him go because they only had him for one season. Now, watch what I was saying the other night. On a 2-year deal, it's really only one. Because when you finish the 1 year, you know that the year in front of you rolls to the end and then you have no contract. So as a rule, players and players and their agents try to get the general manager, coach, and owner of the team who holds their contract to re-up them after the first year of the 2-year deal. But what happened to Chandler was he had a pretty bad year. He didn't get it going until really late in the season when we were already clearly out of it. And all he did after that was just get a few sacks here and there and stopped a few runs. He picked up a scoop touchdown and ran it back. So everyone got excited and loved him, but he didn't have a good year. He just didn't. By his standards, that was bad. Okay, so now the Raiders come full circle and go, you know what? We got a lot of talent at defensive end. We went out and got Tyree Wilson. So adios, brother. And he basically went, wait, what? You know what I mean? So you know how they give you those pass keys that look like a credit card? Well, the players get those. Sometimes they do it with different things like lanyards and whatever. But I think he had one of those for this facility. And when he beeped it, it went red and it didn't let him in. And that's how he found out he couldn't go to the gym and work out with the Raider players and was phased out. And then he got on, all this social media he could and told them all. I think it was Twitter, formerly known as Twitter, the X. I don't know about you, but I don't like that. For those of you that don't know, a lot of black slaves at one time in the era of the United States used to sign their name with the numerical X. Some of them would have a first name, they would even take on the first name of like the person who freed them. So they would say Mike X. Look it up. It's true. And so I really did not like that this billionaire decided to change Twitter to X. I'm not going to accuse him of anything. I'm not saying he's racist. I'm not saying he did it on purpose. I'm just saying it's not sensitive to a one demographic. And you could have done a little bit more work to see what it means to do that and call that, when you've already changed your platform and allowed all these salacious groups that used to be on X that got, thrown out because they did a lot of lying and racist stuff and blah, blah. And then he comes back and brings them all in. That's what makes me think that the X thing was on purpose. He did that intentionally. I think so. I see Chandler Jones as his worst enemy. Well, this obviously was not advice he got from his agent. There's no way. So he did this rogue. His agent's probably pissed because he's saying to him, whatever you wanted me to do, I can't do it now because now your PR is in the poop. And until we can straighten that out, we're not going to be able to get the Raiders to get a deal with him. You'll probably just get cut. It's going to make him look bad. The scandal will go on longer because wherever he goes, the press is going to say, when can we see more stuff? Even if Chandler tries to go quiet, everywhere he goes, when he gets recognized, paparazzi are going to stand right in front of him with a mic and say, hey man, when are we going to see this proof? You said you had screenshots, text messages. Can we get a quote? And he's going to say no comment and race to his house from his car. Bet you. Just watch. I'm not wrong about these things. Not when it's like this. He'll get harassed for a while. Mark Davis will get harassed for a while. Then it'll all die away. Then you'll get some quiet statement about it in the news about them going to court in the year 2026. And none of us will care. And it's not because of what happened. I don't like what happened. If it's true, I don't like it. And anyone that did anything like that should go to prison. But at the same time, I don't want to, it's the Raiders. It's football. I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? It takes away the energy from fans. I'm a fan, man. I do a show. It's successful. I got a lot of viewers. I have a lot of fans and I love all of them. I have a lot of supporters, but I do it for the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? This is not here by accident. You know what I mean? I didn't get it because I don't care or because I quit. It doesn't matter how bad they're bad. It doesn't matter how long they're bad. I will be here. I will be here before when Mark Davis is gone, I'll be here. Okay. I promise you that. I will definitely outlive that guy. Well, I mean, if he puts on some good sunscreen, he might be able to keep from getting, sick before I can beat him, but I don't know. We'll see. Thank you, Steve Rose. I appreciate that. But seriously, bro, can't wait to make great memories this weekend. Yeah. Also, be honest with you, I am too. Mama Bear's excited. We really, it's going to be a great time. I think it's going to be a great time. Wow, the Steelers won. Good. Maybe we can declaw that tiger. Is that why Malcolm is known as Malcolm X? Honestly, JC Cruz, that's a great question. I don't think I've done enough research to answer that question effectively. But I would say that it is in the sense of when he changed his first name to Malcolm X, he did that because that was when he realized the Muslim religion was what was for him. Honestly, I'm just being honest. I can't remember his original born name given to him, but he wanted it off his back because everything he did in his life with his parents' last name was break the law. You guys, I love Malcolm X, but I don't like sugarcoating things. He was a criminal. He did a lot of bad things and he went to prison and he served more than the amount of time to pay his dues for what he did. He didn't murder anyone, but he did some B&E, breaking and entering, stuff like that. He wielded a gun at people and that kind of thing. But when he went into the prison system and came out a Muslim, he was completely different. And I do think that's why he makes it X. If I had to guess, I would say he does. That is why. My brother's a Steelers fan, so I know he's happy. That's good. Let's see. I still call that Twitter. But Bear, that particular weekend, they were gone till Tuesday. Even the news said everyone was gone for a 3-day weekend. So no one was at the facility. Well, Anna, he shouldn't have no access though. But either way, if that's true, then it makes him look bad. You see what I mean? But again, we're speculating. Do you see what I'm saying? That's all we're doing. That might all be true, and Chandler may have made a big mistake and put his foot in his mouth. Regardless, he's not going to be a Raider soon. Mark Davis will go quiet and countersue him, and we'll watch the rest of this season go where it goes, either up or down. And we got to depend on the players. The players have to depend on us. We can't stop buying tickets. We can't stop going to games. We can't stop wearing our gear during the week, like other fans don't. And shut up, John LaJoie. You're Niner fans only wear your gear when they think it's safe to come out from behind the bushes and they know their team is good. Because if the team sucks, all your fans take their gear off. Be honest. That's the only Niner fan thing that I believe I can say, and that without a shadow of a doubt, it's just facts. Okay. Niner fans love their team, but when they start to lose, you guys disappear. I remembered it was only a few years ago, especially after that one Super Bowl against the Chiefs. Wah, wah, wah. Would you get out of here? Now they're all going to tell me you fix it again. I need Raider Bear family to go live this weekend out of the parking lot. Love seeing the nation together. I wish I could make it. Travis Kelly, no, that's a given. Yeah, that's a given. You guys will be there with me. When you know it's pregame, just go on to Facebook and YouTube, and I'll be there. Remember to click on YouTube, subscribe, and hit that little notification bell so you get reminders when I'm on, okay? Do me that's steady. Troy Gill, I think we can beat Pittsburgh. They're not that good. Yeah. Well, we just had a problem too, so I'm not going to go that far. I'm just going to say I'm glad it's Pittsburgh because they're not playing well. I think in part that Kenny Pickett. This is going to sound crazy on my part, but bear with me. Bear with me. The Raider Bear. Ah! Woo! Raiders! I was muted for a little while, okay? You guys missed a few of those, so I just had to give it, No, I think Pittsburgh is beatable, too. I'm not going to lie to you, Troy, but we'll see. Great show, Bear, except for the 20 minutes. Thanks for saying it again, Travis. Really, you're a good friend. Bear, I just got a text from Val. My Steelers won. Mr. Bear is going to ride this momentum train right into Vegas and kick your butts. You know what? She can keep talking. Okay, we already have a bet. Okay, that's all. Plain and simple. If the Steelers beat the Raiders, I have to come on my show and go, rah, rah, go silver. Oh, Steelers, go Steelers in your black and yellow. Ugh, go Steelers. That's partially paying for it right there because I'm concerned. Okay, and Bear, didn't you say that even if we were bad and lose, you would never wear a paper bag over your head like the Browns fans never did in the past? Or what's your thoughts on fans that wear paper bag masks? I think it's okay for fans to do that of other franchises, but not the Raiders. Not the Raiders. And I'm going to be honest with you, just honest fan, okay? I am Raider bias, obviously, okay? But the Raiders, I started to say Raider Bear. The Raiders, the Niners, the Dallas Cowboys, the Green Bay Packers. Of course the Patriots because they won a bunch with that lying, cheating thief that's a part owner of our team. Oh, God, it's like hard to sleep at night. You know what I mean? I make that statement about number 12 being a part owner, and I feel this like clutch in my gut. It's like someone's punching me really hard, like really hard. Oh, Stephen Marchant, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. You're too late, man. You're supposed to get here earlier than that. And you should have been here for my mute party. Raiders need to watch the 49ers game and visit the Steelers. Yeah. Jim Bannon. Oh, okay. Thank you for letting me know. You're welcome. Just going through all of them. Felt like I owed you guys that. Jimmy Mata, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. I love that picture. Looking good. F the black and yellow, right? She has to say that, though. The Raiders are the best. She has to sing a song. I put the pressure on, okay? She knows that the Steelers are vulnerable, so are the Raiders, but I think they're a little more vulnerable. The Steelers have never been a quarterback team. If you look back in their past, most of the quarterbacks that were on the Steelers roster actually weren't any good. I mean, all of them. Go back all the way to Terry Bradshaw. That guy was a bum. I mean, he would throw 5 interceptions in a playoff game and they'd still win because the defense was so good. That's a fact. Go look it up. I think he led the league in interceptions one year when they won the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Because they didn't care. They just outplayed you on defense, ran the ball, and then every once in a while, Terry would get a wild hair and act like he can throw still. No, he sucked. He sucked his whole career. He sucked. And anyone that likes that guy is silly because you're thinking about old fat grandpa, on the Raider, or excuse me, on the football weekend shows with Terry Bradshaw, his big ass belly, and excuse my language, but no, earmuffs, Tommy, earmuffs. Our O-line and the D-line has to man up. That's where we lost the game. It's supposed to be a strength game. Charles Washington, welcome to the show. Great profile picture. I would say this to you. Not only did we get beat on the line, we got beat in most of the other phases too. And usually when that happens to me, that means there's a distraction going through the team. There's just a handful of guys on the team that are like, wow, I mean, do I still want to be here? Look at what's happening. Chandler Jones just fired a torpedo at the teams. I mean, think about it. This could ruin our season. This could ruin our season, literally. It could ruin our season because he'll affect enough guys on the team who'll say, I want out of here because I don't want my owner to treat me like that, because I found out, or whatever the case may be. And now guys leave town. Everyone's already speculating about Devontae Adams leaving. I mean, be honest. We talk about it at least once a week. Is someone going to come after Devontae Adams? Will the Raiders make a deal? Yeah, they will. I know it sounds crazy, but I don't trust Josh McDaniels. I think he's one of those guys who thinks that he's so smart that none of us can catch up to his thinking. And that Josh McDaniels knows what the Raiders need, but it's a long-term phasal thing phase by phase that needs to turn it over. We saw him admit that in an interview before the season even started. He said he talked to Mark Davis, him and Dave Ziegler. I never trust a guy with a Z to start his name, whether it's his first or his last. If his name's Zach, no, I don't trust Zachs, and I don't trust Zieglers. Anyway, but there were some rumors out there that he wanted to go 4, 5, 6 years with the franchise, and got Mark Davis convinced that it takes 5 or 6 years to flip the team, and so that's why Mark Davis kept coming out initially and giving him I don't know, forget the stupid phrase, what it is, but it basically is saying, give him a pat on the back. I'm going to bring this coach back, even if we keep losing, because I think he's smart and he just needs more time. Val and Tommy going to make you play Wiz Khalifa Black and Yellow instead of that NASA Open. Man, Travis Kelce's on a roll tonight. Oh, man. Thanks, John. I appreciate that. Okay, Hereditary Hill. Oh, yeah, Doc really needed it today. Yeah, that's good. Tony Carpenter Evans, what's up, girl? Oh, you just changed. Look at your hairdo. I love that. Barry, you're correct. Malcolm X changed his name because of the loss of his family in the slavers' days. Great correlation. I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate that, Lau. Okay, let me see. Whoops. Oh, sorry. I'm clicking on. Now I'm having trouble with the mouse. Stop evading me. Let me get down here. Okay, there we go. Is that why Tara changed her last name? Vote of confidence, Bear. Oh, Ramiro. Woo! Cash flow Castro. Catching his boy, having a grandpa moment. Okay, look, man, I got a little shook, okay? I had my mic drop down. I got everyone ripping me, telling me my wife's the one that saves my show, okay? I got my dogs barking at my ankles. All of that's true. And I haven't drank my coffee. It's probably cold now. It is called a vote of confidence. I appreciate that very much, Ramiro. You knew where I was going because you watched your boy. Ah, love you, Bear. Hilarious show tonight. Much love, Raider Nation. No, you're supposed to tell me that you learned something tonight and that the Bear brought you some insight into the Raiders. Okay? Great, funny show. I mean, I want to be funny, but, come on. All right, maybe this was the plan all along. Sabotage within, way to generate tanking, Mark Davis. Freaking Super Bowl going to be in Vegas, and we won't be playing. Travis Kelce, there's a worse injustice than that, okay? I don't mind that we may or may not be playing in the Super Bowl this year. It just can't be the Chiefs. It just can't. I don't care if we lose all our games and only have 3 wins, because we have one right now. But if we beat the Chiefs twice and only have 3 wins, fine. Go get Caleb Williams. Let's get him in a battle with Aiden O'Connell. Get rid of Jimmy G. That way there's nowhere for anyone to hide. We give Aiden O'Connell the starting position next year. Don't doubt it. They only, he may just get right out from under Jimmy Garoppolo. He doesn't care. He did to Chandler Jones, and he's a named player. And Chandler Jones probably going to the Hall of Fame. which sounds crazy, I know, but the Hall of Fame lets anyone in for $5 and for $5 and a box of Cracker Jacks. Sorry, I was dating myself there, so I didn't know if I wanted to finish saying it. To hell with it, I'm saying it. All right, here we go. Okay. Yep, he looked real smart last weekend. No effing adjustments whatsoever. Yeah, Charles Washington. In other words, the first drive was our script. It went great because it was set up to attack a certain way, and it worked perfectly. So we saw the fluid Raider team that we thought we were going to be. And then the rest of the game was garbage. And all I can say about that is Josh McDaniels a bad coach, and sooner or later he'll get fired, and we hope sooner than later. But at the same time, when he gets fired and we as fans are supposed to get excited, you really can't. You know what I mean? I try to explain to most fans, you're not supposed to get excited about that. It sucks. I mean, we may want Mark Davis to sell the team. If he does, that's somewhat positive, because then maybe we land on a billionaire who really wants to get the Raiders as a winner again. You know what I mean? But I don't celebrate when we lose staff, because it means the team's turning over again. It means we got to get a new coach, a new general manager, a new defensive coordinator, a new offensive coordinator. And all of that gets mixed in. And now we got to have Max Crosby lose another 2-3 years of his career just trying to pump stats out there. And he's not going to, because now they're starting to Khalil Mack him. You know what Khalil Mack means, don't you? Remember when we had Khalil Mack and no one on the other side? Exactly like we have now, Max Crosby and no one on the other side. Okay, well, remember what teams started to do to Khalil Mack? They just basically looked at him and said, you know, brother, we respect you. You're a Hall of Famer. You're like a god, you know, on the football field. So what we're going to do is we're going to double team you. We're going to chip you with a wide receiver when we motion him through. We're going to chip you when we run the running back to your side. He's going to hit you when he goes into the fade, so people will think he's blocking, and then he'll pop out for a little bubble screen. And we're going to make Khalil Mack irrelevant. And if you notice for the Chargers, he's mostly been irrelevant. Now, why? Because I told you guys Joey Bosa, the Noza, sucks. And yeah, he gives you some plays when he's out there, but he's brittle as glass. And, you know, I can't say that about his brother. I mean, his brother seems durable. But Joey Bosa, he's an ER patient waiting to happen. Every season, it's just like clockwork. That's when I killed him, when he was killing Derek Carr, former Raider, God rest his soul. Did you see how bad Derek looked tonight? Be honest, come on. I'm not the only Raider fan that laughed at Derek Carr, how he played tonight. I mean, come on. It's the Panthers. The Panthers, okay? Their quarterback, did you see how when they kept panning really close to his face, you could see his little zits? He looks like he's 15. I wanted to grab him and go, it's okay, son. Give him a box of juice and some sliced oranges. Bryce Young is so young. I got to break out all these Bryce Young is so young jokes. No, I'm not going to do that. I want to, but I'm not going to do that. Bear, text from Doc. The next few weeks will show if McMoron is starting to tank to get Caleb Williams. I got, honestly, guys, I can't say. Now, I feel like it's early, but at the same time, when you get beat down like that, a lot of people will start to think that. But the truth is, how do I put this? The truth is, we played a playoff team, a legit playoff team. You know what I mean? And it wasn't like they blew us off the field. I mean, initially, we were all right. You know, we had a nice drive. We showed that we could do something against their defense. We walked them down the field and scored. That was great. Now, the problem is, once you have to get off the script and make actual in-game adjustments, that's what separates average coaches from great coaches. Now, you're seeing a lot of offensive coordinators getting head coaching jobs. That's kind of like the thing right now. And like in Arizona, it didn't work. But in Miami, it is working. See, so what this tells owners is I just have to get the right quarterback and the right offensive coordinator. I'll make him head coach. And then the quarterback and the offensive coordinator, head coach, will work together and make my team a winner again, like Tom Brady did for the Patriots. Sorry. Sorry, it's just when I say his name. I'm trying to get better about that. But that guy built that franchise. There's just no arguing it now. Josh McDaniels is a nincompoop. Bill Belichick looks like a curmudgeon-y old man telling everyone to get off his lawn. And meanwhile, his team's going backwards. For one season, they didn't have an offensive coordinator. They had a defensive coordinator playing offensive coordinator and just basically took Mac Jones' second year of his career and ruined it. You know, I hate to say it, but the bad love was all the winning due to Belichick and Josh McDaniels and their incredible offense, or was it because of TB number 12? No, it was 12. It was 12. I mean, I don't like saying that. When I say his actual name, it causes me vomit reflex. So it's true. But he was that team's franchise. Shout out to Ma Bear for tech support tonight. Niner Beto is somewhere laughing. I'm sure he saw it all. After yesterday's loss, so many calling for McDaniel's head. My question, who are we replacing him with? Charles Washington, not only is that a great question, but it goes back to the point I was making earlier. You're starting all over if you do that. You know what I mean? And we were already doing a soft turnover with Josh McDaniels. A soft turnover. So he was already, sort of flipping the team and, keeping certain guys that are studs. And I mean, what has happened to Nate Hobbs? I mean, he finally had a good game for us, but he has it in a blowout. You know what I mean? It's like, geez. AOC after the bye. Why after the bye? Because nothing to lose. JC Cruz, there is something to lose. Games. He can blame it on Jimmy Garoppolo, and Jimmy Garoppolo won't be a Raider next year if this season keeps going the way it is. He just gave Jimmy Garoppolo a retirement package. Look at it as that. That's why Jimmy looks so embarrassed every once in a while when he's walking around the huddle. Did I really go to the Raiders? Oh my goodness. Now that check must be already on the way. And he's going to go out there and he's going to do his best. And then he'll probably get hurt around week 8, week 9, somewhere in there. I think it'll be around then. And then he'll go out. Aiden O'Connell will come in. We'll find out that he's, not bad. But then that's going to make another cluster. Shut your mouth. Because then we're going to be like, okay, but if we've got a shot at Caleb, do we do it now? Did he show us enough, with just that handful of games? No, matter what he does, he could win every game. I'm dead serious. He could come in at week 7 or 8 and then win every game. And Josh McDaniels will still be like, nope. He did it to the number 1 rusher in the NFL. Why would he do it to this kid? Don't get me wrong. If he sees Aiden O'Connell in the rearview mirror, he's going to make a play. Josh McDaniel will give up first-round picks and all that stuff. And then don't forget, he's trying to move Hunter Renfrow now. What do you think that's for? I mean, we've been talking about the Hunter Renfrow move for days. They're just trying to figure out how to get it done. Whoever he's talking to that's talking to him, they're making him showcase Hunter Renfrow without showcasing Hunter Renfrow. You saw there, even the announcers were talking about it last night. Hunter Renfrow was out there for a handful of plays, but he didn't get targeted. They just watched him do a little juke and run and do a little juke and run. I mean, they were doing a product advertisement of Hunter Renfrow being a 100% during a game. That happened. I'm not kidding. It's funny because it's breaking my heart because I'm telling you something that's crazy, but it's true. They are featuring Hunter Renfrow in the middle of games we're trying to win while not targeting him. So we're, in a sense, playing against good defenses with 10 guys instead of 11 because they don't plan on targeting him at all unless it's super, super safe because they don't want to get him hurt or banged up. So his trade potential is there. And then, mid-year, we're going to make a move with him to somebody, and there'll be someone that's trying to win. Don't be surprised if it's the Saints. I'm sure Derek Carr's over there going, let's go, Hunter, let's go. Let him go, Raiders, let him go. It'll be something like that. Steve had 255 total. Steelers had 255 total yards. Brown had 408 or something. That's encouraging. Next, yeah, I don't know what's really in the head of that quarterback for the Browns, but it seems like the scarring of his Raiders. Listen to me. It seems like the scarring of the reputation of that quarterback is affecting his game. I can't see what else it could be. I mean, obviously Cleveland sucks, and being in Cleveland sucks for everyone that's there. That's why everyone leaves Cleveland. It's just true. It sounds harsh, but it's true. Now, it could be a product of Cleveland. Their plays are probably just garbage. Their offensive coordinator probably doesn't know what to do. Their offensive line, I can already tell, is not that great. So you got that kid out there. He's supposed to be a franchise leader, and right now he's just wet in the bed. Bear, why can't we have a second script? Oscar De Leon, there's no reason why you can't have a second script, but there is this. If you have a second script and then you see the game planning in the second half of the game being made, the game adjustments by the follow coach, then the script may not work because they're seeing what you're doing and then they make adjustments. Now, the problem with that is the reason why you can't have two scripts is because coaches have to be able to react to how an opposing coach counters their script. See, because they'll see the script, maybe they make a decision to go into a 3-4 cover shell. Okay, and that 3-4 cover shell is going to drop back repeatedly and then bring in a safety from one side, and then drop back and bring the safety from the other side, and then drop back and then bring a delayed blitz from a linebacker. And so they try to confuse your guy. And now we have to see that. Josh has to see what they're doing and then say, oh, okay, they're coming that hard on the blitz. We're going to throw that little screen game and get 15 yards. Oh, okay, they're coming on this. Okay, we throw that little slant to Hunter Renfro or whoever. From what I understand, Andre Carter's hurt, so it won't be him. But I don't know. It not good. I'll say that. It not good. But Oscar De Leon, that's why. Because you have to make game adjustments. Because you never know how your script will affect the rest of the game. The reason why scripts work to start the game is because neither coach knows what the other's doing. So if you go out there and you start with a rhythmed script, you get less flags, you get more plays, and you usually score. That's the idea. I'm so tired of losing every damn year. I'm about to give up on football. No. No. Charles, I'm going to let you have that one. I like your comments. I love you with your profile picture with your girl, but no, don't do that. Don't do that. Just trust me. Don't do that. I tell Raider fans all the time, if it was your nephew and you went to all his games and every time they lost, would you tell him, your nephew, your team sucks, I can't support it anymore? No, he's your family. Well, so are the Raiders. That's why this fan base is different, because we're not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. And when I hear people talk about that, I don't mind it. You know what I mean? Everyone's got soldiers. You got to put your arm around them every once in a while and say, come on, man. You know what I mean? That hurt. I know it hurt losing like that, seeing your team do that, but we're 1-1. We're still in it. You know what I mean? And we'll see what we're going to do. You know what I mean? But I'm not ready to completely say that, the season's written off or anything like that. Josh McDaniels may figure it out. He may get wins. Our players may show up and we may get wins. And I'm not going to sit back and act like we can't win now because we lost one game to a playoff contending, arguably Super Bowl quality team that were in the game hungry because they just came off a loss that they didn't think they should lose with their quarterback crying. Okay. They needed that win. I'm not saying we gave it to them or we should have given it to them, but we didn't go in there wanting the game and they did. Aiden O'Connell rules. Come on, Travis Kelly. You remember it was way before we even drafted him. I was yelling, Aiden O'Connell over and over again. I made the joke. I said, if we get that guy, I'm going to print green shirts with shamrocks on them for Aiden O'Connell. I can't. Aiden O'Connell. My Aiden O'Connell. I'm trying to do that like Scottish thing, but I can't do it. And not a thing about it either looks Scottish. His skin's as brown as mine. He's got like a Mexican mustache. Hella cool, the big butt. There are Scottish people built like that, man. I don't know what his family background is, man, but O'Connell's a deep one. Make stupid and trade him for Deion Sanders for head coach. Oh, that would be brilliant. So Mark Davis won't do that. It's this show. We pitch out the truth. Okay. It doesn't have to taste good. It may hurt sometimes, but no, Mark Davis is not that smart. Are you not? Someone will give Deion a chance if he wants to go. I'm not sure Deion wants to do that because he's running college football right now. Everything he touches turns to gold. The kids love him. They fight for him coming out of the locker room. You know what I mean? And so with such a great opportunity at a national title, I would stick with the kids. I would. Showcasing Hunter Renfro, but wait, there's more. What's the word on Jacoby? Once Myers is back, we won't see Hunter anymore. Yeah. JC, oh man, your goatee game is killing it. I would say Jacoby will be back next game. If not, it would be for sure the one after that, because he's already been in concussion protocol all this week. So, and then this Wednesday, we'll get an update on it from the staff and the Raiders when they get back to practice. Nick Chubb confirmed out for the season, possibly career-ending knee injury. Travis Kelly, that kid Chubb, God's honest truth, I did see this coming. I'm serious. I'm not talking about an injury that could end his career, but I just don't think that guy should be the best running back in football. He should be considered the best running back in football. And you do hear some reporters try to give him his respect, but he's on the Browns and they just stink so much. And then you bring all that Deshaun Watson baggage, and Deshaun Watson is playing like he's still carrying all that baggage. And so it hasn't been in the news. The women that are accusing him have gone somewhat quiet, waiting for their days in court. And Watson is just playing badly weekend after weekend. And I just can't believe that that's just from being on the Browns. I think it really does have to do with his subconscious. He did these things that he's accused of. He did. I don't usually go out on a limb like that, but I'm going to go out on a limb and just say Deshaun Watson is just as bad a guy as these women say he is. Because I'm not one of these type of people who immediately puts the women on trial and goes, well, are you sure that he touched you that way? What were you wearing that night? I don't do any of that. Never have, never will. Always been just like I am right now. Ask my wife, ask my mama. Okay. I think he did what he's accused of. I think these women are telling the truth. And I think Deshaun Watson shouldn't be in football. I don't like that Deshaun Watson is playing. It feels like whenever we watch the Browns play, like you're watching a dirty, like, I can't find the words, but like dirty, it just, ugh. You look at him and you just think, ugh, this guy has got all these accusations and all these women saying he did these things, you know what I mean? And then what, we're supposed to not believe him? The ladies, what? I mean, come on. I know they say, oh, gold diggers, blah, blah. That does happen, but usually not with things like this, and especially not credible. There are some credible ladies in this. Of course, they're massage therapists, athlete massage therapists, and somehow that, gets, frowned upon, or somehow, they lean to the side of the player as opposed to the ladies because they think that's something they do at places like that. No, this lady has, video and everything. There's other women that are accusing of things, and it's not cool. Oh, happy 76th birthday, Air Force. That's dope. Let's see. Jacoby and Devontae both good to go Sunday. Yeah, Travis, I knew they were going to go. I just didn't want to say it because I'm concerned. I just say that. I'm concerned, with the whole thing with Jacoby Meyer. I think we might be rushing that. And I think Josh McDaniels is going to end up being wrong again about that. Tell him, Ramiro Castro. Carlos Rosa, he has been cleared to play as of now. When they start reporting on the injury report will be Wednesday morning. I will have that, and I will tell you exactly how he's doing. If it says on Wednesdays that he's getting a full practice, then he's going to play. If I give you limited practice, it means it's still up in the air. This is why I love this woman, her husband, and her whole freaking family. Anna Diaz-Rincon says, if you can't support them when they're at their worst, you don't deserve to be there when they're at their best. R8RBEAR! That's how you do it. And because I'm not even going to try to top that, because I probably couldn't, I'm going to say goodnight. Guys, I hope you didn't mind me giving you a little extra time tonight because my sound went out. And yes, Mama Bear fixed it. All right, I'm just going to admit it, okay? I'm going to tell you what really happened, okay? Behind the scenes, quick bloopers by your R8RBEAR. So when the mic was disconnected, it automatically knocked the mic off like it was dead. So when she came in and plugged it back in, really because it was in like a, you know how that game Twister, how you do all that. I suck at that kind of stuff. And it wanted me to go under here and turn upside down and flip the thing. And I couldn't get it. So I gave it to Mama Bear. She plugged it back in and then my microphone was muted. And I just had to hit the little button where it said remove mute. And she looked at me and she goes, the mute button's pressed. I went, oh. Yeah, I just what do you want from me? Okay. I'm a show host. Okay. That's what I do. I'm the talent. Okay. I'm not supposed to be all, savvy with computers and know everything with that stuff because I don't. Shout out to our armed forces, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, National Guard, Space Force. For all you do, the energy and love of this show is dedicated to your sacrifice. active and veterans. Much love. One time for the veterans. R8RBEAR! All right, I'll see you tomorrow at 4 and again at 8. 4 for supporters only. Don't miss me. We're going to have fun tomorrow. Right down there, right next to the blue thumbs up, there's a green badge. If you click on that, you are on your way to subscribe to R8RBEAR Live. Don't miss me. Don't. There's stuff I say on my personal, with my supporters that I don't say about everywhere else. That makes sense if you're really listening. Subscribe to R8RBEAR Live. YouTubers, click on that bell. Subscribe. It's just YouTube. Come on, it's free. You're doing me dirty if you won't subscribe on YouTube. It doesn't cost anything. It's like you're looking at me up and down. And should I let this bum into our restaurant? No. Putting butts in the R8RBEAR. So you don't do that. What? I'd go all night for Raider Nation. Let's go. Hour number 2. We're getting it started. Hour number 2. R8RBEAR! No, I'm going in one more hour, Mama Bear. Here I go. I'm going to do it. I am.